Let's try to answer today. What you're going to do is going to try to answer this long distance marriage, for short LDM, and then we're also going to look at the challenges and how you can work it out. So in our current generation, when you look at the trends in the kind of the Gen Z marriage now, as we would say, as compared to the old folks marriage, we realize that the Gen Z are towing more into LDMs. They are towing more into long distance marriage. And we see this remnant even in the way they are living in their homes. Now, you may think that the long distance marriage might be from maybe state to state, village to village, or country versus country, but it will interest you to know that there are distance marriages even in homes where the man is sleeping in a different bedroom and the woman is sleeping in a different bedroom, and it is not boosting that marriage yet. We also see in situations where the man works on night shifts and the woman works on morning shifts, especially in the developed countries, and they hardly even have time to see each other. They don't even see each other because the time the man is coming in, the woman is also what going out. So we in our current dispensation, it is more the kind that this kind of marriage is more. And in fact, people are even opting for it where they say, well, I want us to marry, but you have your apartment, I have my apartment, and whenever we want to come together, we come together. So we see that trend in the kind of Gen Z marriage right now, where people are staying in separate apartments, yet they are married. And some marriages are also experiencing this kind of distance marriages as well. And we can also look at uh, some marriages where the man says, you know what, you and the kids should just stay at this side, and then I will be staying in this bedroom. So this is some of the distance marriage or the LDMs that we will also want to discuss. Now, let's look at what are the old folks, the old generations. So the old generations, their marriages, they are looking at, okay, I stay home with a man, I stay home with him, until the children grow old and leave, and or the two of us we grow old and then we die. They don't go anywhere. That is how the old people were living. But we see there is a shift. There's a strong shift that is happening, which is introducing what we call the LDM, and we have to really look at it. We have to really look at it. So now let's start by dealing with the LDMs, the aspects that we need to look at if you are considering an LDM, that's long distance marriage. Let's look at this. And the first one we can be looking at is one, if you are thinking about LDM, are you willing to be physically away from your spouse for that long time? Are you willing to be physically away? Because there's going to be that physical distance. So if you are considering having an LDM, is this something that you are looking at? Are you okay that your spouse is somewhere and you are somewhere? This is how you need to consider that as well. The next one you also need to consider is the children, how you're going to raise them. Are you able to raise them alone? Whether it's the woman who is out there and you are in another country or somewhere, are you able to do it by yourself? These are some of the things that you need to be considering. Now, let's look at situations that are beyond. I mean, it's beyond you. I mean, you cannot do anything about it. And these LTMs happen. And afterwards, we will tell you what to do. So, for example, there is military repatriation. There's nothing you can do when it comes to military repatriation, education, work or business needs, missionary assignments. These are critical needs that will requires what an LTMs, and sometimes you will have to find ways and means to deal with it. Now let's dwell on these LTMs, and for example, for those who are considering these LTMs, long distance marriages, you should also know that LTMs demand a lot of effort. It demands a lot of effort, more time, and a lot of emotional investment as compared to geographical closed relationship where you are together, the two of you are together. It means something that you could have just spoke softly and the other will hear, there is an emotional washout. So you need to make sure you are emphasizing it for the person to want to know. So this is something that we also, that was another thing too. Loneliness can also occur. Loneliness can also occur. So you also want to look at that aspect as well. And then extra efforts may also require a lot of efforts when it comes to LDM, that's long distance marriages.